In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you my scalping session. The pre-market structure analysis is fairly simple. There's not that many bars on a chart. I can see flat EMA, range structure, spike down, spike up. So downtrend play with a break new low. And right now I'm drawing a brand new uptrend working higher. And after break, I expect new high to be tested. Stock market is going to open in 2 minutes. So we have a new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long. As you know, the second attempt to go long is important because right now we expect new high to be tested. EMA held once, twice, aligned with the triple test, one bounce, second bounce, third bounce. But I can't really enter because the second entry long triggered above this bearish bar. New high, first break higher, pullback, second entry long. So I cannot go long here. I waited for double bar entry. It looked hopeful like we may get some nice bullish bar, but look at it tail selling towards the close of this bar. So I can't even use this. The context wise, this is a second entry long triple test. Great setup. We need new high. But just on my chart, no way for me to enter. I will reload my data and see there's a better chart. So our initial uptrend played out with the break new high. This is where you'd be expecting reversal. That didn't happen. Support held. We're back above the EMA. So right now it's a little bit of a waiting area because uptrend played out, so I cannot really go long. But at the same time, it's a little bit too bullish for me to sell. Because after breaking new high, prices keep pushing higher and we keep pushing higher. I'm redrawing spike and a channel pattern, so we're breaking the channel. I'm expecting new high to be tested. Okay, traders, we might get a failed second entry short breakout pullback to test the new high. Let's see how this bar finishes. Alright, so the failed second entry short was simply closing too far up. As you can see, we already have a break and a new extreme. And you can consider taking this with a very deep limit order, but because we're so close to creating new high, I didn't take it. Headed for much lower, close to the EMA would have been great setup because break, first entry short, second entry short, feather, breakout, pullback, move to a new extreme. So now uptrend played out. Alright traders, so right now we have a second entry short, but it is an inside bar. And this entire structure was a little bit too bullish. So I'm not going short just yet because I don't like inside bar like this. At the same time, I cannot really go long. Whenever this spike down is going to get new extreme. So pretty much waiting area for me still. There was a breaking new high. Of course, you cannot go long after breaking new high. You have to pause. Spike down. If I'm going to zoom back, you can see there's still some bullish imbalance. And let's see what prices will do. Alright traders, I'm resuming the video because I just took a high-low confirmation setup of the new low first entry short, second entry short failure. What I'm looking at is there's still some serious bullish bias. You can see there's some doom at the bottom. This part of the trend range is completely empty. And it looks like there is, if I'm going to move it a little bit higher, if I'm going to use the very top of this tail right here, we came back, tested it, like a breakout pullback, and because we're now above EMA, retracing the entire downtrend with such a massive push above EMA and an uptrend holding so nicely, and this resistance now acting as a support, it looks like there's a brand new small trend range being established at the top, and this downtrend not getting new extreme tested, getting retraced so much, is right now confirming that the fact that we may have a brand new trend range established. So breakout pullback on a larger scale. Push above EMA, the trend line keeps holding well. This is a nice signal, but it was a little bit too big, so I had to use limit order to decrease the risk a little bit. I'm scalping for 2 points, 7 contracts, leaving 1 contract as a runner. And I still have room to scalp before reaching the top of the trend line with the limit order. So it shouldn't be that big of a deal. There can be some pullback, but I use the deeper limit order here. Okay, we're getting very close to our target profit. Come on. Alright traders, our scalp got reached. So I'm going to instantly place my stop loss to break even because anything we make is going to be just a bonus. As long as this uptrend is in play, we should still have this short-term uptrend working higher. And this was a high-low confirmation of the failed second entry short. Gray signal bar, 2 key entry points. And there's completely empty room at the bottom of the trend range is no longer coming into play. The push above EMA is solidifying. The short and bullish bias is in effect. We have a first entry long, so if we get a mini second entry long at the EMA, I would consider, because the uptrend would still need to get new extreme. So let's see if we can get mini to like a pullback down. Okay, the second entry long form way too high up. We already have a break and new high. I wanted it to form a little bit closer, so I'm not taking this second entry loan because there's already a small break in new high, so I'll pass. I wanted it to form a little bit smaller, close to the EMA with the close. I just came back from my break. As we can see, we have evolved into a spike and a channel bullish pattern because this breakout area held. Massive push above EMA. There was a decent double trap setup, downtrend working over break new extreme. Reversal to the upside above EMA, so this is a decent double trap. And there was no high low for me to get it just as I sat down. So brand new push phase happened, so I'm going to reset the count. I'm going to keep counting for till I get pullbacks to the key entry point. Bias is bullish. Okay, so we have a new high, first entry long, break lower, second entry long, but I cannot go long above this bearish bar. That's not a good signal bar, so there's a two-legged pullback, but simply the signal bar is not cooperating, so I cannot go long. So the last chance is maybe get some mini high low EMA holding and then going higher, we'll see. Because the downtrend doesn't have a break in extreme, I'm not going long just yet because I wanted to spike in the channel a little bit. There's a possibility of there being small overshoot. So for this reason, I'm not going long just yet. Right, traders, I'm going to wrap it up with my one higher low. So this is the overall structure for today. It ended up being quite a nice uptrend working higher. We started with a little bit of a slow price session. There was a nice second entry long triple test. Unfortunately, the signal bar was terrible. Then you have a break in new high, which means you cannot go long, but you cannot go short either because there is no reversal pattern below EMA. You just instantly push back above. EMA is flattening. It is resembling small consolidation. So pretty much waiting area here, push above EMA. And this is where a spike and a channel was established. Some bullish imbalance is kicking in. The trend range is no longer being respected as much. You have first entry long, second entry long, but once again, you cannot go long above this bearish bar. You know, failed second entry, short breakout, pullback. You know, context-wise, okay setup, but it just formed way too far up. So I have to mark it more aggressive. You definitely should use a limit order. A lot of double bar entries today. Spike working lower. I decided to even mark a second entry short. The problem is this is an inside bar, and that's an issue combined with the bullish bias. You know, if you on your chart have slightly better bar with take high reversal down, that is more tempting. But with an inside bar, you know, you gotta be careful. High low confirmation setup. Second entry low, once again, a little bit more aggressive. You know, the day of double bar entries today. Very single bar here, very single bar here, very single bar here, followed by bullish bar, bullish bar, bullish bar. So you only have to use double bar entry today on a lot of these setups, but context space is a decent second entry long. Then you have downtrend working over breaking new extreme. At this point, the spike and a channel was established as we talked about because we have a breakout, pullback pattern, empty room throughout the entire trend range, and the push above EMA is indicating resumption of the bullish structure. So you have to look for some trending pattern, and the best one is a spike and a channel pattern. The reason why I don't like this one, this steeper one like this, hopefully this is not too cluttered, is because there's so much empty room here. And once there is so much empty room here and prices are, you know, just hugging the trend line, it looks like the trend is about to roll over, which is generally a sign of loss of momentum. But this is not really loss of momentum because the trend was just established. So why there is so much empty room here while the trend is just getting established? So it can't really be a loss of momentum. So for this reason, when there is so much empty room, I prefer to draw a spike and a channel pattern. Then we had very nice double trap, downtrend working over break, new extreme, great bullish bar breaking above the EMA, followed by a great second entry low, breaking new low at the EMA, which is the key entry point. Another great setup context wise, but the signal bar was bad, bearish bar, but great context. You can see how the trend is getting established. The overall structure fits much better. Then you have potential long here, and the day finished with new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long, great signal bar, and a high low confirmation setup. And look at the brand new push phase starting. So we started with slow price action, but the second half of the day evolved into nice uptrend working higher. You can see how nicely structured the uptrend is. Push phase, correction phase, push phase, correction phase. And for the most part, both trend lines are getting confirmed. So I hope you had a good trading day. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck with your trading.